Whether we like it or not, our character will always be a reflection of our education. Everything we own can be taken away from us, but no one can take away from you your education. In this video, we review 3 arguments why college education is considered useless today by many, including a mention of some implications and likely consequences of not attending college. No one in their right mind wants to waste their time. So our young people want to know if it still makes sense for them to invest their youthful energy in college or university. Is college education useless today? The statistical data shows that college graduates are more likely to find a rewarding job, have more job stability, earn higher income, and even evidence shows live healthier lives than if they did not have degrees. The first popular argument directed against higher education is that it is a complete waste of time because you learn nothing for life. And after it, there are no employers or companies standing in a queue begging you to take their money and their jobs. Yes, university or college will be a waste of your time if you only party all the time. Apart from all the education that we can get from college if we really wanted to, college is the best place to experiment or explore what we want to do before we commit to that one single profession for life. College provides the opportunity to be flexible to try out new skills or things before we expose ourselves to the universe or the job market. This opportunity to explore, this opportunity to work on all those hobbies, try out a lot of different things, is almost impossible to get anywhere else. For example, if you really wanted to run a business, you could explore if it is something for you. Even very easily find friends or partners to join forces with, so you are not alone. Out of college, the opportunities for such experiments are non-existent. Actually, what most universities or college students never really realize is that the entire purpose of a good university or college is to give you the foundation to fail, not a foundation to get A's. This is why those who graduate from university with straight A's later need to do some serious soul searching to understand why they spent their whole time trying to get A's. In the real working world, this usually reflects like this. The A students work for the B students, while the C students either own or run the businesses. The second argument directed against higher education is that colleges or universities are selling higher education like expensive consumer goods or as status symbols. To justify the high price, some educational institutions are selling themselves as an investment good, as a good investment for our future. Indeed, some institutions go even as far as actually trying to sell higher education as a 3 to 4 years of all-you-can party, while some other institutions are selling it as an insurance policy that helps prevent us from falling into the big cracks or dark holes of society. In countries where higher education is really expensive, one could understand why young people are worried and why the choice of a career is becoming more important, especially to avoid choosing a degree that may not be what the paper it is written on. For example, one can get a degree in law, medicine, engineering, information technology, and acquire marketable skills. Or one can get a degree in the theory of belly dancing, or culinary arts, or art history, for which there is little or zero demand, and then wonder why nobody is throwing jobs and money at them. Traditional college offers an experience at a critical time between our childhood and adulthood. Depending on where we live, this experience can indeed be very expensive and should be cheaper. But since logic tells us there is no relationship between usefulness and price, the fact that something is expensive does not mean it is useless. A degree is only useless if we really get nothing out of it. There are professions where a more renowned college or university will provide more opportunities. However, for most professions, there is very little difference in the education we can get between a high-priced college and what is available for less money. The reason is because learning will largely depend on us. If we really want to learn, we will find a way to learn. The third argument against higher education is that business owners are complaining that these young graduates do not have the practical experience to do the work. Only those crazy enough to confuse college to be job training, which it is not, will actually say this. Yes, we do not have practical experience when we graduate from college, and in most professions where we need a degree to practice, for example, medicine, engineering, the only way to have the opportunity to get practical experience is if you already have a degree. All businesses are different, so college cannot teach us all the practical experience we need for all the different businesses out there. College would last 100 years, and the degree will truly be useless when we eventually graduate. And for those careers where we do not need a degree to step into, for example, sales, street arts, music, fact is that you will always have an advantage when you have a degree. And we learn in college not just the degree-related subjects, but also the other social things we need in the workplace, like teamworking, adjusting to multiple or conflicting demands from others, discipline, time and resource management, to mention a few. In summarizing, a degree is something we can hang on a wall. Education is something we carry within us throughout our lifetime. Indeed, education is a lifelong process, and school education is only a small but important part of our education. Education forms a strong and solid support system to excel in life. Yes, we know that going to school or college or university does not guarantee success or happiness. Nevertheless, it is still the best way, not the easiest, but the most tried and tested way to start our journey to becoming successful and happy. Having a college degree is not for everyone, and having one does not mean that we are already perfect or a finished product. It is only an indication that we are now more prepared for life. If we have the opportunity to go to college and we refuse to accept it, we must understand that college may be hard and difficult, but our lives without that degree is almost guaranteed to be harder and more difficult. Nothing is useless in life. We must never forget that when we see a truly successful person, we are only seeing the finished product. We never saw all the work that went into creating that success. All the childhood dreams, the sleepless nights, the trials and errors, all those failures that they overcame. So, before we make decisions, it is important that we are sure we understood the significance and any possible consequences. Whatever you decide to do, may it make you happy.